Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. The Patriots had 10-6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field, because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough.
A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton. That one complete to Elliott.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Throwing is Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They They snap it to Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Cam on the option, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Pickett. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Hall again on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Now Pickett. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Newton on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's got Rome. And all the way. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Patriots. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First and 10, here's Pickett. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He finds Wilson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Back to throw, Pickett. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Pickett now on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Here's Pickett.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll run with Hall.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
One more time with Hall.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly wasn't a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now receiver in motion left. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
That's going to be caught by Carter for a Jets touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Austin. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hall. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 1, Pickett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, that's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he completes it to Wilson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion left is Watkins. He's back to throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Back to throw.
Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Connection made to Ruckert.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So for New England,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.